Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, student.
Good morning, ma'am.
Morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
How are you today?
I'm fine, ma'am.
I'm fine, ma'am.
I'm fine, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Is all students have joined in the Zoom meeting?
Already, ma'am.
Already, ma'am.
Already, ma'am.
Okay. Before we start learning today, first we say Basmalah. Bismillah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Okay. I will check your attendance and attendance first.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Ferrari Fatahila,
Present, ma'am.
Lazuardi Sastra Al-Asri,
Present, ma'am.
Ahmad Iswanto,
Present, ma'am.
Kiki Amalia,
Present, ma'am.
Asmaul Husna,
Present, ma'am.
Intan Puspitasari,
Present, ma'am.
Rika Khairunisa.
Present, ma'am.
Okay, good job. All students present today. Let's get started. For today's learning, we ask Google Class. There, I will provide the LKPD file and you collect the answer sets on Google Class. Understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Even though in the current pandemic area, we are still learning online, but Alhamdulillah, all of you are here. Stay healthy, apply 3M's healthy protocol to avoid and break the line of the COVID-19 virus. Agree?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Today we will learn about the rules of enumeration. After today's learning, students are expected to be able to understand the rules of enumeration, analyze the rules of enumeration, solve contextual problem regarding the rules of enumeration, and present the problem.
Yes, ma'am.
Please discuss and read about the rules of enumeration. Because of a pandemic like this, you have been in your textbooks by the school. For now, you can search the internet or authors search.
Do it, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, your time is up. I will explain and maybe be able to add a little of what you have read about enumeration rules. As I explain, please understand and make your own notes to make assignment and study.
Yes, ma'am.
In these materials, it is possible for us to just play around with formulas because almost all problem solving always asks formulas. So you always have to remember and understand the formulas. I will explain the rules of enumeration through PowerPoint. Wait a minute. PowerPoint already?
Yes,
Ready,
ma'am.
ma'am?
I see.
Today, in the material form enumeration, there are three parts to be discussed. First, multiplication rules. Second, permutation rules. Third, combination rules. Next, definition enumeration rules. What is enumeration rules? The enumeration rules is a method or rule for calculating all the possibilities that can occur in a particular experiment. There are three kinds of rules in the counting rules that must be known and understood, namely the first multiplication rules, second permutation rules, and third combination rules. Before we discuss these three rules further, we must first understand factorial. What is the factorial? Factorial is the multiplication of order number which are symbolized by exclamation mark. This example this 3 factorial equals 3 times 2 times 1 sorry equals 6. Okay, next. One, multiplication rules. What is the multiplication rules? The multiplication rule is the number of ways that can be done to determine the choice of a problem. Example, first 5 factorial times 3 factorials equals 5.4, 0.3, 0.2, 0.1. This point here means time. Times 3.2.1 equals 120 times 6 equals 720. Example second, 6 factorial over 12 factorial and 5 factorial equals 16.15.14.13.12 factorial over 12 factorial times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2. 12 factorial 5.4.3.2.1 equals 12. Here 12 factorial can be crossed out. So 364. Next. Number 2, permutation rules. What is the permutation rules? A permutation rule is an ordered arrangement of all or part of the elements of a set. How to solve permutation rules using formula NPR equals n factorial over in bracket n minus r factorial. This example 12p3. This n is 12 and r is 3. So 12p3 equals 12 factorial over in bracket 12 minus 3 factorial equals 12 factorial over 9 factorial. Because 12 minus 3 is 9 equals 12.11.10.9 factorial over 9 factorial. Here, 9 factorial can be crossed out equals 1320. Next, number 3, combination rules. What is the combination rules? Combination is a grouping of part or all of the elements of a set regardless of the order in which they are selected. How to solve permutation rules using formula N CR equals N factorial over R factorial in bracket N minus R factorial. This example, 7C4 equals 7 factorial over 4 factorial in bracket 7 minus 4 factorial equals 7 factorial over 4 factorial, 3 factorial equals 7.6.5.4 factorial over, this is wrong, it should be 4 factorial times 3.2 and 0.1 equals, here 4 factorial can be crossed out, equals 35. Okay. From the material explanation that I have provided, is there anything you want to ask?
I want to ask, ma'am,
Yes,
is there any order want to solve the problem for the enumeration principally material?
does not seem, because it can be seen from the material that I explained earlier, that the rules of multiplication, permutation, and combination have their respective formulas.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Does anyone have more question?
Me, ma'am.
Yes, please.
Is the problem in the number rules that simple?
Oh, of course not. There are many examples of problem for enumeration rules, but here I explain only simple problems. And here I want to you find out for yourself. Try it yourself for quite a difficult question.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Your question is pretty good. What about the materials for the enumeration rules? It is easy now.
Yes, quite easy, ma'am.
Alhamdulillah. That means you are great. If there is no more question, I give uh, I give an individual assignment about the materials to that today, namely the rules of enumeration. I have set the LKPD file on Google Class. Please read the instruction careful and do it uh, seriously.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Before we end today's lesson, try I person to convey the conclusions that are obtained today.
I am, ma'am.
Yes, please.
In my opinion, the conclusion obtained of today's meetings regarding the role of enumeration is how to solve three material problems, namely the rules of multiplication, permutation, combination, and can only use a predetermined formula.
Okay, good. When you finish the task, please submit it to the classroom discussion forum that has been provided.
Okay, ma'am.
Since our lesson for today has been completed, let's end by reading a prayer led by Lazuardi.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, friend. Because today learning has been complete, let's pray according to each other belief. Start praying. Let's say Hamdalah together. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Thank you, ma'am. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, see you
Thank
next
you,
time.
ma'am.
See
Thank you,
you.
ma'am.